Welcome back to the channel. We got some good news and some bad news regarding the Xbox Series X. Bad news first, Halo Infinite is delayed till 2021. So for those of you who were hoping that it was going to be a launch title, unfortunately that's not going to be the case. The development has been obviously pushed due to the whole situation around the world. You want to make sure their staff members are safe, and you don't really have that kind of resources when everybody is working from home and everybody is stretched out quite thin. You got to take these things as they go along. As much as you won't get it with the launch of the console, it will definitely come sometime later on, and at the same time, I'm guessing there would be a lot of visual improvements to the game itself. When we saw the reveal for Halo Infinite, it didn't look all that impressive. A lot of people, and myself included, I thought it looked a lot like a current generation title, something that you can get right now on an Xbox One or PS4 or even on PC. It looked good, but it didn't look next gen. That's the best way to put it. It had a few things here and there, but that was about it. So 2021 Halo Infinite, bad news out the window. Now on to the good news. Xbox Series X is planning to be released this year in November. That's not too far off. It's like 3 months away, just before Christmas, I'm assuming. So I'm guessing it'll be towards the latter part of November, around the 3rd or 4th week of November, I'm guessing, just in time for them to obviously, hopefully, I don't even know if it's going to work this way around the world with Black Friday and that kind of thing. I don't know what the whole situation is going to be like. Obviously, everything is online now, so it's a bit weird. And also, they want to be in time for their Christmas rush, so people have a bit of an idea in terms of what they're going to be purchasing before Christmas comes here. So when it comes time to do that Christmas shopping, you know exactly how much of money to keep aside, what you're going to be budgeting for in terms of which games you're going to be buying off the bat, those kind of things, accessories, whatever it is, any extras, maybe you're going to put in a new TV, those kind of things as well you're going to be looking at. Now, the other thing that as well we got to talk about is the backwards compatibility feature, and the cool thing about this is that almost 100 games will be optimized for the Series X, and these games will be taking advantage of a lot of the features which the Series X has to offer, including increased frame rates, higher resolutions. The one thing that I am not sure about though is to what extent we're going to be seeing ray tracing in all the games. I mean, obviously this is going to have to be a patch from the developer side of things. I don't think the console has the capability of just taking a game and implementing ray tracing in it when it doesn't have inherent ray tracing built into the actual game itself. I'm guessing, I could be wrong about that. But as far as it goes though, it would be interesting to see that a lot of your older titles across 4 generations of consoles, that being the original Xbox, the 360, the Xbox One, and now the Xbox Series X, will all be playable on this console. I'm not too sure as to what extent each of these games will be playable, but they've been touting it as such that you'll be able to play these games at twice the original frame rates. You can play these games in 4K. I'm not too sure in terms of what the other improvements you may have, but also things like optimizations regarding loading times. I'm assuming with the new SSD, you're obviously going to see improved loading times in all the titles. So all of these things will be done via smart delivery. So once you buy a game, for example, on whichever Xbox, if you purchase it digitally especially, you don't have to repurchase it again for the new console. So if you buy the Xbox One version of the game, with smart delivery, these games are going to be available on your Xbox Series X with the optimizations and features of it. So technically, you're not going to buy the game for 2 different consoles. You just got to buy it once, and it's compatible with both. Some of these games include titles like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dirt 5, Gears Tactics, Yakuza Like a Dragon, which, quite frankly, I cannot wait for. At the moment, I'm on Yakuza 0. I decided to go through the entire series of Yakuza, but that's a different tangent. I'm just going to come back over here a bit. And yes, that's about it for this video. As far as it goes in terms of Xbox Game Pass, a lot of titles are going to be carried over. Everything that is obviously compatible with the Xbox Series X will be available to you from day one. I'm not too sure as to what extent games will be released though, as to whether you're going to have access to the entire library from Game Pass from day one. Alternatively, as the games get tested and as they obviously work on any kinks or bugs in the system, they will just release them on the Xbox Series X, but they may be still available on your Xbox One. Apart from that, there's also the whole xCloud service which you got to look at, which is going to allow you to play your games on the go via your Android device for now, and even your PC. If I remember correctly, the Apple Store itself is having a bit of problems with that, with the whole terms and conditions and how they're going to regulate it, that kind of thing. I'm not too sure if that's been fixed up at this point in time. I have to make a video on that in the future. But be that as it may, it is wonderful news to hear that these consoles, or rather this console, is going to be released sometime, well, in the next couple of months, or rather the next 3 months. We did receive confirmation of the Xbox Series S. It's via a leaked leaflet or manual from the controller for the Xbox Series X, and we don't know when we're going to get a reveal and a release date for that console, or release window for that. But as far as it goes for now, this is something really to go on to, where players can be just extremely hyped and extremely excited for, because when you think about it, you're getting basically what on pen and paper is going to be the most powerful gaming console to date sometime soon. So I'm just hoping that everybody's got that money stacked in the bank. I know it's been a bit rough around the world, tough times for everyone has felt that pinch, and I just hope that this is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, especially for some gamers. I know some of you are going to be hyped to trade in your old consoles, and whatever cash you get out of that, put that towards your new one. And then the other things you got to think about as well is those games which have been optimized and that are free to play as well, and that will be available on the Xbox Series X, like Destiny 2, that kind of thing. We don't know to what extent they've been optimized for the Series X, but it's going to be interesting to see what it all looks like and to take it from there. So out the gate, you've got already a huge library of paid games. If you've got the Xbox Game Pass, then you've got access to a huge library there in terms of whatever is compatible with the Series X will be available, and right now it's being touted as 100 games. And then you also got titles which are like free-to-play titles available to you as well, so you don't really have to fork out any extra cash out the door. I mean, yeah, you want to get those latest games in, but if you don't have that, for now, just grabbing the console, sitting with the free-to-play titles as time goes by. You can just build your library as, you know, things come about and as things improve as well. And then who knows, maybe just take advantage of the old Xbox Game Pass thing, because it's a great model when I look at it. The amount of games you get for the value of money, it's insane. So there's lots of options available to you, and from what I can see, next generation is going to be insane, and it's going to be insane real soon. With that being said, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up. It really means the world to me for you to watch the video, make it this far to it. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like, do subscribe, come back for more. I intend to do a video daily. I'm trying to do some news videos, but there's also other things I want to do, because this is a variety gaming channel. So I want to keep things alive and keep as much people entertained as possible. I'm not trying to stretch myself too thin for now, so it's just going to be one video per day. As time goes by, I'll try to upload a bit more. But hey, thanks for watching, thanks for showing up. I hope to see you guys next time.